Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Zeus.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Alright, hello and welcome back to the SEA region of the Shanghai Major Qualifiers. This is going to be Game 2 of Maneski versus First Departure. Game 1 was certainly something. In the end, it went to First Departure, although Maneski, they started strong. They just lost their window after the pause that shall not be mentioned from here on in. So this is going to be the, not deciding game, but going to be an important game as both teams desperately want to make it to the Shanghai Major. And it's all about performance here. First Departure going to be picking up kind of a dated draft, I'd say, with the Winter Wyvern, who's rarely picked up and competitive anymore. But Maneski, they go for the Zeus and the Nature's Prophet, so we're clowning up a storm here. I like this draft so far. I'm excited to see what gets picked up next. Wanted to say that I am Android, ANNEEDROID. If you want to follow me on Twitter, see what I'm casting. I always tweet before I go live. I am an amateur caster being given a huge shot here by Moonduck, so shout out to Moonduck Studios. If you like what you hear, let them know that you're enjoying their in-game caster and maybe want to see more of me. I don't know. This cast is going to be powered by Pro Gaming League. Thank you so much for your sponsorship, and that's going to be the reason I'm here getting this opportunity today, so thank you so much, PGL. Okay, we get a Disruptor here on Maneski. One thing I'm seeing about their draft is the Zeus and the Disruptor able to output a lot of damage and control, but very, very squishy and easy to take down. And First Departure, they've got a Juggernaut, so you get off a lucky Omni Slash and you just pop the Zeus and the Disruptor. We're down to last pick here as they're gonna get the Earthshaker banned against them. Trying to think they're going for that Wombo combo team fight. First Departure, Tidehunter still in the pool if they really want that team fight going for them. That Ravage is always nice, and you got the Aghanims for the, I don't know, what's it called, Tidal Wave thing? Sure.
10 seconds remaining.
Maneski, looks like they need some tank in their draft, because even the Vengeful Spirit, if she does carry, still very weak until towards the later game. They need something that can come online early. Gyrocopter, not banned out by either team. Definitely still a viable pickup for Maneski, but First Departure, they're going to get the last pick. See what they go with. Dipping into their reserve time here. They've got a little bit of time. It's ticking down. Let's see. I'm not quite sure what they need here. They have a lot of options. They could go with some, Alright, we're going to see the big woolly Rhinoceros himself. Magnus picked up. Viable offlaner, but Darkseer also a good offlaner as well. Could be a support Magnus? Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Or it could be a support Quap carry Magnus. There's a lot of versatility here in First Departure's draft, not locking themselves into anything. And looks like Mineski, they're picking up their last pick. What are they going to go with? Oh, they're picking up the DK. I love this. Are they going to put DK in the safe lane and Zeus in the mid? As a support Zeus? Oh my goodness, I've been casting for too many hours. A little bit confused here, but we're going to go ahead, load in, see who's playing what. And it looks like Ryor are going to be playing that Dragonite, so maybe an offlane DK? Alright, looks like Cuckoo on his favorite Nature's Prophet. I saw him playing that 2 or 3 times last night. Definitely doing a great job. The Rat Lord himself able to bring it home. And alright, everyone's loading in here on First Departure, picking up their heroes. We're going to load in to the final game that I'll be casting tonight. Unfortunately, I do have a limit as to what I can solo cast without completely going mad. And the hype train, it's leaving the station. I've got one more good game in me, and it's going to go to Mineski versus First Departure, Game 2, on the side of Mineski on the Dire. We've got Cuckoo on the Nature's Prophet. It's going to be Jules on the Vengeful Spirit, Jesse Vash on the Disruptor. Here in the mid lane, we've got Ryor on the Dragon Knight, and in the bottom lane, Zeus, I guess. We've got Raging Potato. On the side of First Departure, the Radiant, we've got Miracle himself, the good boy of Dota, on the Juggernaut. Kai is going to be on the Queen of Pain. We've got Wedding Crash on the Magnus, most likely going mid. We've also got Lubby on the Winter Wyvern, and Cal on the Darkseer. There's going to be some nice Radiant rotation here up top. Dire going to be focusing their efforts down bottom. Should be a pretty even matchup. Sure, I turn on my open mic. There we go. Making sure there's no issue with that. And no engage so far. I don't think anyone wants to take a fight this early on. If there's anything I've learned about SEA Dota tonight, it is that farm means everything and kills are risky. Gotta make sure you play the safe game here, and that's what they're gonna be doing. A nice deep Dire ward here on the Radiant side right there. Gonna be blocking out a camp or two.
The battle begins.
And Magnus gonna secure himself the top rune. Pretty much uncontested. And the bottom goes to the Dragonite. So we've got some big boys mid. It's gonna be Bully Rhinoceros versus the big guy in some armor. And in this top lane, we've just got Lubby going up with Miracle, so kind of playing the lanes a little bit funky, using the short lanes to farm up the carries that are usually given the long safe lanes. Here we've got Jules. She hasn't picked up her point yet. Looks like she is going to be going in, deciding what she wants to pick up. Cal does have the Ion Shell skilled, pretty much the only thing you'd go, aside from maybe a Rescue Surge at level 1. Now Jules is going to be getting up that Magic Missile, pretty much the obvious choice, unless maybe she really needed to get that Vengeance Aura if she was going to go down. In the mid lane, this matchup, it's going to be relatively even, as both able to dish out a lot of damage. I want to give the edge to the Magnus, because I think he just has nice early kill potential. His farming's going to be a little more challenging. Here in the top, Winter Wyvern definitely helping out a lot, but she got kind of nerfed into the ground last patch. I don't see her picked up nearly as much as I used to. Miracle getting kind of low. Has to be a little bit careful here. Winter Wyvern doesn't have any help. Looks like Miracle gonna be playing the big boy game, eating up a Tango, just walking right back into lane. Could get harassed down here. Cuckoo trying to go in. Looks like only has the teleport skilled, so oh, there could be some danger here. We're gonna see a Blade Fury. Cuckoo could be first blood. He's trying to teleport away. He does. He gets away to base. No first blood coming out there just yet. Now we're gonna see Magnus about half health. He's got some regen on himself if he needs it. Going up against Ryor, who's swapped into the mid lane. We usually see him in the off lane position, but now we do get the joy of seeing the Cuckoo Nature's Prophet off, or solo lane, I guess. Down here in the bottom, there's going to be some Ion Shell, just doing some nice damage onto Jules. Taking him a little bit low, but Jules got the regen. Not going to be anything too severe. Here in the top, there's going to be some harass here onto Miracle, taking a Thunderstrike to the face. Be able to tank through it just fine. And now Zeus going up against a Darkseer. I don't think I've seen that lane combination before. Curious to see how it goes. Oh, here, there could be an initiation here, so it's gonna be a Blade Fury Miracle getting very, very low. He is the first blood. Bash securing that as now. There's gonna be another couple of trades there. Winter Wyvern doing everything he can to save Kai, and it looks like it'll be enough there. Kinetic Field by the Disruptor, trying to lock down the Queen of Pain, but she blinks away to safety. So it looks like Nature's Prophet dropping, but Juggernaut, unfortunately, going to be the first blood. Now it's going to be Zeus just continuing to farm up. He's actually top of the last hit chart. My goodness, I missed another kill. Nature's Prophet getting a kill on Winter Wyvern. He's getting very low himself, trying to go in for Kai, but he will fall. Kai now getting trapped in the trees. Queen of Pain has no TP, no mana for Blink. It's on cooldown as well, so she's just kind of trying to kill off the tree ants, and she'll be successful. So, yeah, Nature's Prophet taking a little bit of a risk there, getting a kill, but dying himself. You want to play him, see him playing a little bit of the safer game, but of course, Cuckoo doesn't know the meaning of the word restraint. He's just going to go in for every opportunity for a kill. I love the way he plays Nature's Prophet. Miracle, getting himself kind of low, does pop up that healing ward. Are they going to have enough damage here, although, oh my goodness, Jesse Vash, you are just a little bit dead. Now, oh no, Miracle getting kind of low here. Going to be saved up by the Winter Wyvern using that old Embrace. Now Cuckoo, that might not be enough to save him. Cuckoo's still going in. Cuckoo, come on, man. Show a little bit of restraint, and he's just going to try to teleport out. Is he going to get away? No, Winter Wyvern, one more last click, along with the creep damage, will be enough to secure the kill. In the mid lane, though, there's going to be some initiation onto the Magnus. He's got the skewer, or sorry, yeah. No, there's a skewer. That's the one who's called, if he needs it, but he's going to be just fine. Dragonite getting a regen rune bottom, that could definitely be life-saving in this next initiation coming out. And Nature's Prophet gets a kill. He's deep. Kill was right over here. I missed it, saw it on the minimap, didn't think it was anything to be looked at, but gosh, I am just absolutely off the mark today. Now in the middle, Magnus continuing to farm up. He's actually second on the net worth chart, beating out DK by a fair amount, doing a really nice job keeping himself farming, keeping himself in XP range. He's almost level 6 at only 4 minutes in the game. And Lubby got himself a ward, hasn't chosen to place it yet. A bit curious, but see what he does with it. In the bottom, Darkseer's doing pretty well, staying in XP range, is level 5 already, nice solo lane, gonna be bringing in Kai, Ion Shell on him. Do they want to go ultra aggressive here? Raging Potato is setting himself up to be a little too far out. If he shows himself here, this could be it. Queen of Pain going in, Shadow Strike being cast, the Blink already down. They have to really walk in. The Ion Shells are going to be doing a fair amount of damage here, and Zeus does go down. Queen of Pain getting the kill for that, and that's so important. But up in the top lane, we're not done with the action. Winter Wyvern going down, as well as the Juggernaut. Both Radiant Heroes killed off. Rotation in from the Vengeful Spirit, as well as Cuckoo. Cuckoo now 3 for 3. 3, 3, and 2 is his total KDA. I think that's pretty good for him. He just has to be a little bit careful that he's spending his time farming so he can get his items and do something late game, because early game kills are nice, but when you've got no items at 35 minutes, it's a little bit scary. Magnus going in, casting that in power, making sure he's got that nice cleave going on. And it's just going to be Ryar going towards this bottom rune, going to be picking it up at the 6 minute. What's in there? It's going to be a haste rune. Setting up for the possible ganks here, but oh, hold that thought. We do see the first RP of the game. Jules going to be taking a lot of damage, going down to the Magnus. It's going to be a real nice kill for him to have. 1-0-1, but now looks like Magnus on the back lines. There's going to be a DK hasting through the woods. Who's he going to look for here? Looks Lubby is the target. Lubby has the Golden Praise if he needs to self-use it. And that might be the play here, as Nature's Prophet coming in as well. Oh man, I think he's stunned up. That is a dead dragon. Ryar is a machine here, trying to go in for all these kills. And now, looks like Cuckoo going in, gonna be trying to maybe push the tier 2s here. There's gonna be a glimpse back here from Miracle, but the Blade Fury gonna be forcing Cuckoo to TP out. Is there enough damage? There is. Juggernaut punishing Cuckoo for that overcommitment right there. And in the bottom lane, continued farming. Not a whole lot coming out of it here as Raging Potato going in, getting some good levels here, but Kai coming in, there's no ultimate. That's a level 4 Queen of Pain. Been rotating all over the place, but now Cal getting very low. Jules coming in, Vacuum is cast. Who's going to go down first? It is Zeus going down, then the Darkseer. Now Kai running for her life. And Nature's Prophet, where are you at? Gonna TP? No, I'm just gonna be letting the Queen of Pain off with a warning this time. Oh, there we go. There's gonna be a TP in from the Nature's Prophet here. Breathe Fire committed, and now, oh, skewer back real deep. Nice reaction from the Magnus as Cuckoo taking a little bit too much damage here. Levy using that self-cold embrace. Magnus ready to turn, no RP for 30 seconds. And nothing really comes out of this Nature's rotation. Hold that thought, though. There's a Sprout. Magnus immediately punching his way out with the Quelling Blade. And now gonna be punishing again as Kai rotates in. Oh, Queen of Pain getting so low. Zeus ultimate committed takes down the Queen of Pain. Oh man, Zeus, that was a nice debut there of your new level 6. Dragon form is going to be popped. I don't think he's going to be able to get up to tower to use it to its full potential. So we've got Dragon versus Dragon in the mid lane. Ryer obviously being the bigger, tankier, harder hitting little one. Going to be snapping up a bounty rune, which is going to fill his bottle up nicely. In the Roche pit, wow, we've got a very early Roche. This is 8 minutes in. Vengeful Spirit has decided to build that Medallion of Courage, going to be making it possible. Zeus heading into the pit as well, although he hits like an absolute pansy. I don't really know what he's going to commit here. But altogether, this is going to be a nice attempt. I don't think Radiant know what's going on here. In fact, I'm almost sure this ward hasn't scouted out anything of use. And looks like Roche going to be about half health. It looks like Dire should finish it completely uncontested. That'll be a huge early game advantage for Maneski. Here in the top, we've just got Disruptor. He's going to TP back to base, stock up on some nice juicy mana. And easy peasy Roshan at 9 minutes in the game goes the way of Maneski, picked up by the Zeus. Okay, interesting choice either way. That's gonna be a nice survivable Zeus now, I guess. But once he uses his ult, his damage is kinda done, I guess. Here in the bot lane, it looks like Kai trying to poise up, maybe making something happen, but needs to be very, very careful because there are two Dire heroes here. Punish looks like there's gonna be a very funky TP in from Cuckoo going in, using the little tree ants to surround this tower. This is going to be a dead tier 1, but oh, here in the jungle, we've got a rumble as Cal trying to run through this kinetic field, but no such luck. Oh my god, beautiful vacuum into wall. Static Storm off the mark here. Radiant absolutely punishing Maneski. They lose the Darkseer, get the Disruptor and the Dragon Knight. Definitely a great trade for first departure. Looks like the tower does fall though, so that's going to be a little bit of map loss here as the Dire now have all of the Radiant jungle open up to them. Miracle trying to keep himself relevant. At the net worth chart, he is 4th, 5th, now 4th. And Miracle, not what you want to see on a Juggernaut, although he was kind of a quirky lane to start out with. Zeus is actually number 1 on the net worth chart. He's getting kind of low here, using that Soul Ring, and now it looks like Magnus trying to run away, and will get away safely as the Dire heroes are up there. They're chasing, they're looking. This is a very aggressive game from Maneski. Definitely alteration of the normal playstyle here. We are going to see an invisible Lubby, maybe trying to make something happen. Spots out that there's a rotation in from the Disruptor. Magnus going to be getting very far back, and that's not in range of level 2 Glimpse. Now there's going to be Lubby going in. She does not have the ult, still level 5. I don't know what the Radiant are going to try to do here, but they've got to do something quick. They're going to commit their TP rotations in. Who are they going to try to initiate onto? Prophet going to be getting out of there, and now Gryer going in, but there's the skewer. Is it going to go into an RP? Not quite yet, but they might be able to take this out. Swap from the Vengeful Spirit. Dragon Knight going down even so, and now Surge is going to chase down this Vengeful Spirit, doing a lot of damage here. Magnus showing off that shiny new Blink Dagger does secure the kill on the Vengeful Spirit. Now Maneski running for their lives here, not sure what they can do. Disruptor ult is still up along with Kinetic Field, but oh, Kai in deep takes the Kinetic Field and Static Storm right to the face. Miracle as well. He could end up falling here, and now it looks like the Aegis has popped on the Zeus. Miracle trying to get out desperately, but here's going to be a Nature's Prophet trying to secure a kill. There's going to be an Ion Shell. Oh, RP connects onto a bunch. Not really able to follow up on that. Oh man. Like Miracle running for his life. This range creep definitely doing his fair share of harass. Oh, nice Blade Fury to try to dodge the way of terror. And now it's going to be one more hit from the Zeus, putting him on a killing spree, taking out the Juggernaut. Miracle not getting off to the best start so far. Guy gonna continue farming, building kind of an atypical Queen of Pain, going more of that support build, has the Urn of Shadows, might be going for maybe a Drums next, I don't know. Whole world is his oyster. Vengeful Spirit, great pick on the Medallion of Courage, that was out very early, allowed for the early Roshan attempt, and definitely made it worthwhile here. Cuckoo going a little nuts, having the double null tally build as well as the bracer, so he's definitely getting those stats that he needs to be an absolute monster this game. He is 3, 5, and 5, so he's died a fair amount, but making every death worthwhile, whether it's forcing rotations, taking someone else down with him, just making everyone's life a little bit hellish here on first departure. They never feel safe because he's TP'd all over the map, being towards the tier 3s, even at, the 7-minute mark. Miracle really benefiting from that and power on the Magnus. That's like a free Battle Fury in his pocket. Looks like he might be going for drums. He has the bracer, so gonna get some nice stats, a little bit of mana sustain for himself. And back to farming. Classic SEA Dota. We are going to see Cuckoo just here in the Radiant Jungle again with that tier 1 tower being down. There's nothing to stop the Dire from completely cleaning out the Radiant and making it definitely worth their while to go ahead and rotate in heroes.
Dire's top tower.
There's going to be a smoke gank up, going to be covering the Vengeful Spirit, the Disruptor, and the Dragon Knight. Who are they going to find here? Looks like they could go down. Cal might be in a heap of trouble here. He's got a mech, he's got a wall, he's got a vacuum, but something he doesn't have. He doesn't have HP. He's going to get back. There's going to be a kinetic field. He's going to get cold and raised up, so they're kind of wait that out a little bit. Wave of Terror connects, and now Cal in a heap of trouble does use the vacuum, and he's dead. Nature's Prophet getting the kill on that. Tier 2 now under a ton of pressure, but Radiant trying to trade Miracle up in the top lane, along with the Magnus trying to go for the tier 1. But I'd say it's worth the rotations to get down here and save this tower. And that's what they'll do. They're going to be taking the Magnus back. Magnus does have RP ready to go, but that tower is absolutely dead. Do Dire want to push their advantage here? Maneski may be able to do high ground if they wanted to. It looks like there's the rotations coming in. Juggernaut TPing out, however. Leave Cuckoo just to clean up the creep. Big smoke gate coming in here. I think they see Kai. They want to take him down. Double damage Queen of Pain is nothing to laugh at, though. She can output a good amount of damage, hitting for about 163. And she's going to blink into the plane, leaving the smoke gank wildly unsuccessful. Continue to chase. They might get punished here. She's still double damaged. She's got her ultimate. I don't know if this is the move. They might just be going in for the tier 3. Sorry, the tier 2 top. Wanting to make full use of this advantage that they have right now. Oh my god, that XP chart is crazy. Unbelievably close. Less than 1,000 each way. It is not tipped more than 750 in either direction. Group up here by the Radiant. I'm not looking to initiate just yet. In terms of gold, it's slowly sloping in Maneski's favor. And towards that 5,000 mark, which is going to be significant. What? I saw that. Crash. Oh no, that's RP down. That's a long cooldown for... I am unsure. Did your finger slip? Not good. Alright, well Cuckoo making himself worthwhile, has the Midas, has the drums. And he's going to be going in TPs into the trees. You're stuck. And now a Vengeful Spirit going in. He's just going to TP home. Okay. A little bit YOLO there by the Nature's Prophet, but let him have his fun. And all the Dire heroes now going to rotate here towards this tier 2 mid tower. Maybe taking it down. That's going to be a nice early second tier 2 if they do get it. Dragon form committed, so they're definitely looking for the push. Wave of Terror by the Venge is going to scout out of the Static Storm. They've got, oh my god, they catch out the Magnus. No RP on this guy. He's going to skewer himself to safety. Now it looks like Miracle. He might be a little too big here. He's going to use the Blade Fury to take out the Glimpse. It's not going to be able to go through, but now, here we go. There's going to be an Omni Slash committed here by the Juggernaut. Miracle getting stunned up, but Kai doing some damage. Not able to kill the Juggernaut. There we go. Dragon Knight goes down to the negative Urn charge. And now it's just going to be Zeus trying to run for his life. I don't think he's getting away here. He does commit the ult, which kills off the Queen of Pain before he goes down. And now there's going to be a TP back from the Disruptor, making it back to base safely. But overall, Maneski losing a lot there. First departure, obviously losing a lot of heroes too. I'm not sure if that fight recap shows everything, but overall, great fight for first departure. Maneski probably throwing bodies at the fire when they're just not ready to tank up some of the damage coming out without the RP that was pretty successful. Fortify immediately popped from the Dire here on this mid tower. Roche has respawned just now, And I think Dire, they're just going to let them have this one. Miracle going to be A-okay, having that healing ward up, and now, yep, this tower goes the way of the Juggernaut. Cal running off. They're getting this scot-free. Magnus continuing to farm. He's shown off that Blink Dagger already, but at about 1,000 gold, ready to do whatever he wants with, goes, kills off some tree ants. Very nice. Although here we've got a Nature's Prophet going a little bit YOLO. Once again, TPing back to base. He cancels it. He wants to go for the courier snipe, but they see this, trying to micro it away, and now there's going to be a skewer out. Doesn't connect here. There's no TP here. This Nature's Prophet, he's got 7 seconds left on his teleport ability. He's trying to get out. I don't think he'll be so lucky here. Ku attracting the attention of 3 Radiant heroes, 4 Radiant heroes. Hold that thought there as Magnus gets the kill, but that's what you call space created. And the rest of the Dire continue to farm, and I do believe they scout out this Roshan. Well, they are going to be under the Radiant Observer ward so far, so they know that's going on. And Radiant being obviously... Oh my god, does that not give vision? Hold on a second. Look how close that sentry is. Oh, that sucks. Anyway. Jules gonna be just fine here. Magnus picking up that Force Staff. So going that Ultra Mobility build of the Blink and the Force Staff so he can blink in, skewer back, force away, do whatever he wants basically. There's gonna be Jessie Vash aggroing the Roche. I don't think you can take it, Disruptor. You're kind of squishy. Either way, we're going to see Nature's Prophet TP, and that's going to be the one doing the damage here. And Sprout's going to be taking all of the aggression from the Roshan. Now, Vengeful Spirit hopping in the pit herself. She's got that nice Medallion of Courage, going to make it a lot easier for her to take. And meanwhile, Dragonite, continuing to farm, is going to be going for that BKB, does pick up the Ogre Club. Super important item to have, especially against magical damage heroes like the Queen of Pain. And, yep, that's a second Roche going the way of Maneski. Before the 20-minute mark, that's probably pretty unusual. Unless you have an Ursa on your team or something like that. Continuing to farm, does have the Ogre Club, so she might also be going BKB. She could go SY, although it's unusual. And she could go for an Ags, but that's, again, a weird build on the Ags. You usually start with that point booster first, just to give you some nice all-around stats. But Nature's Prophet gonna go in Dragon Form committed. That's level 2 now. Oh, there's whoa! Oh my God! So much damage from the Radiant, drunk and all their ults down. Static Storm catches that a bunch though. Radiant all reasonably healthy, but 2 dead on the side of Dire. Now there's gonna be ultimate from the Winter Wyvern. Omni Slash connects. Potato, you're in some trouble here. Radiant's looks like self-heals to try to keep himself alive, but he is once again in trouble. Cast the ult before he goes down. All of the Radiant heroes still alive. 3 dead on the side of Maneski. They're trying to chase down here. Oh man, Dragonite, you're in some trouble. Looks like he's just kind of walking around waiting for death. Triple kill for the Magnus. It's going to be some nice free push here for first departure. They are definitely fighting in this game. Looks like they are now securing the XP chart in terms of gold. It's actually still in favor of Amneski. Very, very close to 0. So again, looks like they're going to be maybe trying to push here. Yeah, just going in. Oh, up top here, there's going to be initiation here. No RP available, and now Cuckoo going in, pops the drums, trying to get himself away, but what are you doing? Wedding Crash, you might be a little deep, but bringing in Radiant reinforcements now. Winter Wyvern, no ult, but there's the skewer. And now Venge Missile might not save you this time, as she's going to just take a shockwave right to the face. Monster kill for the Magnus right now. Zeus coming in, trying to do what he can. He has the Ether Lens. That's got to be super broken there. Vacuum in. All right, Force Tap on Miracle. He's kind of pinging out, why'd you do that? But, you know, self-fuels from the Zeus, trying to keep up alive, but Static Storm going to catch on anyone there as Ryor taking some serious damage now. This could be really, really bad if Dragonite goes down again, and it looks like that will be the case. Miracle gonna keep chasing, getting himself another kill. It's like everyone on the Radiant still up. Darkseer finally falls, but they're gonna take 4 in exchange, possibly a tier 2 tower as well. God-like Magnus at 21 minutes in the game. This guy is 9-0-4, playing this almost as well as a Magnus could. Count 1 whiffed RP. And now Miracle finally crawling up to the first place on the net worth chart. He had a rough start, but he's getting back in the game there as the first big item as the BKB, definitely paying off. I love the Magnus Juggernaut combo because it's like a free Blade Fury, or like a free Battle Fury, having the called Empower on the Juggernaut, helps him farm, helps him get kills. And now Radiant just kind of getting back First Departure, not wanting to risk their lead. Magnus having a regen rune in the bottle, ready to go whenever he needs. Not sure what the next play is here. Do First Departure just kind of let Mineski walk into them? But I am very confident Mineski are going to spend the next good portion of the game trying to farm up. Yeah, in terms of XP swing, that was enormous. Driving First Departure over 10,000 XP above Mineski Gold. Look at that swing. It's just an absolute spike up to about 5,000. Again, not unwinnable for Mineski, but they're going to have to try really, really hard as Juggernaut and Quap just going to continue to get bigger as the game goes on. There's going to be a glimpse here from the Winter Wyvern going in to the kinetic field, but I don't know if there's enough here. She uses the Cold Embrace, is going to pop the ult, and now turning the damage onto Rayar. There's going to be, oh, Vacuum Wall comes in. Oh my gosh, there's the RP we've been looking for, and Sonic Wave from the Queen of A.I, and they get 2 down. No one falls on the side of First Departure just yet. What an amazing counter initiation that was. Started like it was looking bad for Winter Wyvern, but she kept herself alive, had to drop the ult, but certainly worth it. Really nice communication there, getting the rest of the Radiant heroes into the party. And now it looks like a tier 2 tower going down in the mid lane. Can they push high ground? Well, that's debatable. I'm guessing they're gonna try here. Kinetic field just to try to zone out the creeps. Miracle, he doesn't care. He's getting glimpsed back, this Disruptor. So frustrated that there's nothing much he can do in terms of damage without his ult. Zeus coming in now, no ultimate for him. Just trying to use his spells to keep everyone back. Miracle gonna go back to farming. He has the Yasha. Not sure if that's gonna be going into a Mantis tile or an S&Y. Both are fine choices for him at this point in the game. Cuckoo gonna be going in. Looks like he is building towards that Ags as he has the Staff of Wizardry as well. Kind of a weird way to build it, but who am I to judge? Miracle cleaning off these tree ants. Poor little guys, nature's prophets, little children. Well, they're now dead, and now the healing word from the Juggernaut gonna be taking him back up to full health. It's like Zeus trying to get him health. I don't know if this is an Octarine or a Bloodstone, but either way, he'll have a soul booster very shortly. And that'll help him out a lot with his mana regen. Here in the bottom lane, we are just going to see a push in. Wanting to get this tier 1 tower, that is the last standing tier 1 of the game, should easily go the way of Miracle now. He is going to be picking himself up a Sanj. So that'll definitely be a Sanj and Yasha. And good stats on that all around. Here in the mid lane, looks like Rayar going in. There's going to be a blink away from Kai on the Quap. Smart game sense there, not wanting to tangle with anything she can't deal with. Again, not wanting to take any unnecessary risks here.
Has been denied.
Deny coming out on this mid lane tower, very nice, but here, looks like Dire, they've got to rotate in, they've got to something to make sure this tower doesn't fall, because that's going to be an early wipe of all their outer towers.
Under attack.
Potato, it looks like Magnus, he's so tempted to go in next time the Zeus pushes up. I think that could be a blink and a force. And the skewer RP combo, it's all up, it's all ready to go for the Radiant. Every single ultimate ready to go. There's going to be a 5-man group here. Miracle definitely leading the way. There's a smoke there from the rest of the Radiant heroes. Looks like Miracle just jumping in Omni onto the Vengeful Spirit, but she cancels it using that Ghost Scepter. Now Miracle running back towards the tower, just wants to finish stuff off. They want to make things happen here. Glimpse in from the Juggernaut, gonna dodge it using the Blade Fury. Very smart use right there. And now Radiant's deciding what they want to do here. Do they want to continue in, or do they want to rotate back? It looks like rotating is the call. Clean up these little tree ants. Going in, tanking all this creep wave. And Vengeful Spirit, that Ghost Scepter, obviously a nice debut there. Dodging out the Omni Slash, that's a long cooldown, but okay, skewers off the mark there. Either way, another Ghost Scepter stun, catching Psy out, but... Alright, backing off from the Radiant. And... farming, I guess. Roshan gonna be up in a little bit. We still got a minute or so on that. And in the sidelines, like Magnus looking to redeem himself. He wants to go onto Cuckoo here, and he's going to. There's the skewer. Where's the RP to follow up? Not gonna be committed just yet, but Queen of Pain flashing out the Sonic Wave. That's gonna be enough to take down the Nature's Prophet. 8, 4, and 10. No, sorry, that's not That's Quap's score. He's now 4-11-5. That makes more sense. Died a bunch of times and sometimes needlessly, just not playing with the map vision that he should. And now Miracle, again with that Empower, going to be so strong, as effective, if not more, than a Battle Fury. And is this going to be a second high ground siege? Looks like it will be. There's kinetic field just to zone people up, but Miracle able to walk around it. He's going to go just dice the tower. Looks like he is going to go for, is that a Diffusal Blade? That's not what I was looking at. That's
Dire's
not at all what I
bottom
was looking
tower
at.
is under attack. Radiant's top
Yeah,
tower
probably
is
Diffusal
under
Blade.
attack.
Anyway, looks like Zeus going to be completely zoned out by a Winter Wyvern.
Dire's
And
bottom
Juggernaut
tower has
gets the
fallen.
kill on the tower. That is an early high ground push, and it's very successul for first departure. They haven't been punished just yet. Nature's Prophet trying to do what he can to
Radiant's
wrap this
top
bottom tower,
tower
but
is
a
under
tier
attack.
2, definitely not as impactful as a tier 3, and Radiant, they're not even done yet. First departure, they want to make it happen. There's going to be, okay, once again, Magnus not quite on the mark, but there's a vacuum wall. RP, oh no, was canceled. Now Zeus up in that self-fuels. Miracle might be going down here. BKB being popped. He goes for the Omni. He is going to clean up. Mega kill from the Quap. This is GG. This is an early GG. 28 minutes. Not even a set of racks down, but Maneski feel like it's unwinnable. First departure, they just get off the ground. The draft was so cohesive, even with some couple funny Magnus plays. They definitely make it work. So this is going to be a 2-0 series for first departure. They take the first game after a long struggle. They take the second game after a short struggle. And all right, first departure, wonderful playing. Like I said before, wonderful sportsmanship for both teams, most notably Miracle donating its pause time in the first game. If you guys stuck around for that, thank you so much for suffering with me. I have been your caster, Android, ANNEEDROID. If you want to hit me up on Twitter, I'll tweet whenever I'm going live. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. I'm still trying to improve, still an amateur caster. Thank you for Moonduck for giving me this opportunity. If you liked what you hear, go let Moonduck know that maybe Annie is all right. You should let her stick around for a little bit. So thank you for everyone. I really, really do hope you enjoyed. This has been my cast of SEA qualifiers. I'm done for the night, but you can tune in.
Fnatic's turn to ban. Phoenix's turn to ban. Fnatic's turn to ban. Phoenix's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Fnatic's turn to pick. Phoenix's turn to pick.
Witch Doctor.
Fnatic's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Pick. Faceless Void.
Phoenix's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining.
This group, by the way, there you have, of course, Group A, Group B. This is Group B. Group A is a bit more
5
decided right now.
seconds
Group B still
remaining.
has quite a few matches to be played, and for these two teams, this is a match that is super important because we've got ourselves two teams that have played both two games. They've both
Fnatic's turn to ban.
They both tied one of their opponents. And that means that they're both on 3 points. And that means that
10
this
seconds
match
remaining.
will decide who gets second place for now. Because there's still more matches to be
Phoenix's
played, of course.
turn
Every
to
team
ban.
plays 4 series. And as you just heard, they've only played 2, so they still have 2 in total to go, including this one. So this is a very important series for them, though, because they need to win this one. Signature Trust is the team that
10
Fnatic was able to
seconds
2-0 so far, and MVP.Phoenix was able to 2-0
5
Execration.
seconds remaining.
So they have both 2-0 different opponents. And Mineski is a team that
Reserve
MVP.Phoenix
time.
still has to face, so that's going to be a tough one because Mineski is doing really well for themselves. They're actually on top of the boards right now, but if MVP.Phoenix tie this one
Phoenix's
or
turn
win
to
this
pick.
one, if they tie this one, they'll be even with Mineski. If they win this one, they'll be on top, so that will guarantee them a top 2 slot, if I'm not mistaken. As for Fnatic, they still need to
Fnatic's
face
turn to
Execration,
pick.
and they were already able to 1-1 Mineski, which is a good feat. And that also means that Execration, probably one of the more easier opponents here, I feel like Fnatic has a good shot of making it to the top 2. But like I said, this game could be deciding, the series could be deciding rather. We are here. Let's take a look at the draft, because that's why we're here anyways.
10 seconds
Rather for the
remaining.
Dota. And the Dota's played with the heroes, and the heroes are Faces
5
Void, Witch
seconds
Doctor, and
remaining.
Oracle on the side of MVP.Phoenix so far. And Nature's Prophet and Invoker on the
Reserve
side
time.
of Fnatic. Tusk Venge, Pudge, yes, Pudge,
Phoenix's
and
turn
Anti-Mage
to pick.
removed from the pool, while IO, Bounty Hunter, Gyro, and Templar Assassin removed on the side of Fnatic, and then Shadow Shaman and on the side of Fnatic. And I want to point this out because we've seen this combination of Invoker, Nature's Prophet. Very worried.
10
You need
seconds remaining.
to try. You need to try get some
5
anti-push
seconds
because
remaining.
Faces Void is not that great of an anti-Phoenix. You're worried. Not that
Reserve
much of a
time.
great counter-push hero either. They need to be able to deal with this push coming from Fnatic, and so far they do not have an answer just yet. Now with Oracle and Witch Doctor there, they cannot look for that counter-push in supports anymore because those two heroes will be played as a support unless they want to throw a wrench in the works, spanner in the works, and have Oracle as a core, which, hey, I am not opposed to that, but I don't think they'll try that. And I'm thinking because Faces Void, you can put him on the offlane. You can still pick up a mid that has some good counter push. Lina comes to mind, of course. But we'll see what they end up going for. As they are taking into their bonus time. I mean, you gotta be worried when you see this. There's just... It's worry. Alchemist, that can actually be a good one. You've got
turn to
yourself
pick.
the acid spray, lay it down, get on farm, and on top of that, Alchemist is one of the heroes that if you lose the racks, which the chances are pretty high against Fnatic's team because they have a lot of push. If you at some point lose the racks, Alchemist is a hero that can still farm a lot, even if there is the less gold of the super creeps, because Alchemist of
10
course got that
seconds
previous creep, which
remaining.
means that you can still get yourself that gold. Kunkka.
Phoenix's turn to ban.
I'm not gonna call it push, but in a way it definitely is push because it's...
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Because you have the Tidebringer, you make sure you can push the wave back.
Reserved. Fnatic's turn to
I
ban.
think this is gonna happen before anybody builds BKBs. Alchemist is really the only one who will build a perhaps fairly early BKB.
Phoenix's turn to pick.
And anybody else would die. Oracle can help you out though. Oracle can help you out. Oracle can make you magical immune. Oracle is gonna be the savior. Is what's happening there. Juggernaut, Ember removed. Ember another core. That would be very greedy, by the way, if they would go for the Ember there. I would like to see a hero that can maybe make something happen fairly early on already, like
10
the Lina.
seconds remaining.
Maybe perhaps Ember is considered a fighting core. True.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I would like something else though. Or it's an...
Fnatic's
Okay, I
turn
was
to
not
pick.
thinking that, guys. Outworld Devourer. Why not? Why not? Well... Okay. I can see it work. If you make yourself win the lane against the Invoker, which he can.
10 seconds remaining.
The Invoker's not going to be able to help out that much. You can win the
5
lane
seconds
against
remaining.
Nature's Prophet, force him into the jungle. Blinks is the last up there on the side of Fnatic. I actually like the lineup of Fnatic a bit. I can see MVP.Phoenix's lineup work as well. I can see the lineup of MVP.Phoenix work as well. It's just a bit harder to execute. That's all there is to it. But they can do it. They're an experienced team. Get themselves the synergy going. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how that OD is going to work out because It's been a while since I've seen OD work in a professional match. Maybe that's
10
just me because
seconds
I haven't been able
remaining.
to catch up on all the games because obviously there's a lot of Dota going on, and if you're trying to keep up with all the games out there, kudos to you. There are not many people that will be able to say the same, that's for sure.
Prepare for battle.
Let's find out how these two teams will match up against each other. Once again, we're of course in the Shanghai Major Qualifier Southeast Asian Division. We are in Game 1 of the matchup between Fnatic and MVP.Phoenix, which is a matchup in Group B, and the matchup which potentially decides which of these two teams will make it into the top 2 of the group, and which means that if you're in the top 2, there's 5 teams in a group. If you're in the top 2, you're making it to the playoffs. Playoffs start tomorrow, so all the remaining matches are played today. So both of these teams, I believe, still have one match played today.
"30 seconds to battle."
Yeah, MVP.Phoenix will take on Maneski after this match, and Fnatic will take on Execration after this match. It's very simple. Okay, let's take a look who's playing what. We've got ourselves MVP.Phoenix on the Dire side, QO playing the Alchemist, Febby on that Oracle, Dubu playing the Witch Doctor. It will be MP playing the Outworld Devourer.
The
MP
battle begins.
stands for Mental Protector, I believe,
Well
to recall that. Forev will play the Faceless Void, and please correct me if I'm wrong about the Mental Protector thing, because I feel like that's what it stands for. I think I looked that up at some point. But I will see your answer 5 minutes from now, so we'll see if I still remember that I asked that question. On this side of Fnatic, Radiant side, mid one will play as the Invoker. We've got ourselves Mushi on the Kling, supported by Net on the Shadow Shaman. On the bottom lane as well, DJ or Chrissy will play the Kunkka, and then last but not least, it is Ohio on his signature Nature's Prophet. As the Cold Snap's already forcing QO to be a little bit more careful. He went for Grievous Greed first, got himself that Bounty Rune, and is now just struggling to get those last hits going so he can get himself some extra gold. In the meantime, Chrissy is having some issues there, but he's able to just run away to the tower. Dubu to stop the pool from happening, or at least partly. DJ, are you sure you want to go there? Because there is a whole hate train ready for you. He's actually going to get stunned up by Febby here, but he'll make it out. He'll be far enough away. In the meantime, Astral Imprisonment coming out here for Mushi as well, just delaying his farm a bit and stopping him from trying to attempt anything. But this is going to be a tricky lane. We've got, of course, an aggressive tri lane, in case that wasn't clear.
Come.
Faceless Void, by the way, should be doing okay against the Nature's Prophet. I say that, we see him sitting on low health, but he, in theory, should not die. He might be having issues farming, but he should not die. Talking about issues farming, I believe MP is having some issues farming, as does Mushi. Mushi sitting on 4 last hits, MP sitting on 3. Normally you don't really see an OD in a tri lane, guys. It's kind of unique to see this, because one of the things that an Outworld Devourer actually really needs is levels. That's why you normally see him in mid lane. And I'm really curious, because if this aggressive tri lane is able to play even, which as an aggressive tri lane you kind of don't want to do, because you want to win the lane, that's why you go aggressive tri lane, but if they are only able to play even and not getting any kills, then he won't get that extra experience from getting those kills, and he will be under-leveled. He will not be able to get the damage output that he needs to have. I kind of like that we're seeing support. Whoa, Invis Rune was very close. Oh, Sentry Ward though, one more hit needed, and that's gonna be a kill. Oh, it's not gonna be a kill! Sentry Ward, just out of range. Really like that he had a Sentry Ward to begin with, but whoa, that was really close. Just out of range, just on the edge. I'll get that vision there. Setting him up. If you start walking away, you know instantly that it's going on you, so you should just be able to always run away from that Fortune's End. And you'll still get stunned, but at least you'll not be in high risk territory where the enemy team can actually jump you. Yeah, and instead of playing even, it feels like the side of Fnatic is getting a bit more out of this aggressive trialing than the side of MVP.Phoenix is. As something's coming out. DJ. It's got an X mark, so still level 1. You need to have level 2 in order to get your combination going with Torrent. Stop in the pool here. Mushi getting dusted up. They want to try and go for him, but he's already home free. That is a very costly dust to use. Supports here are not very rich. In the meantime, QO getting gone upon, and it looks like he is a goner. One more hit needed, and it will be first blood for the Kunkka. Rotating to that mid lane and helping out Invoker, who definitely needed some help apparently in terms of his health. He's actually not all too safe, because there is a very fast Oracle. Oracle, he's gonna try to go for it. Why not? Stuns him and kill. Very easy kill. Febby though taking a lot of damage and might get surprised. There's an X mark. There should be a torrent there as well. Very soon, maybe not. He heals himself for the moment. It might. No, he actually healed Kunkka. Okay. Not enough damage. I mean, the burst damage is nice, but it's mostly like you do that for kill steal. Oh, maybe DJ, careful there. Get healed again. Okay, so you use that for the burst damage, and you hope that kills him before the heal kicks in. But he didn't actually do that. Purifying flames. Well. A lot of rotations here. Ending in a 1-1, of course, slightly still in favor of Fnatic, who got that first blood. In the meantime, on the top, let's take a look how Forev is faring, because it's not going very great. He gets that vision with the ultimate, but Forev should be able to back out just in time before that Nature's Wrath actually hits him. Ohio sitting on 37-3, up into the 27 of Forev, 28-5. Even though he's farming this quite nicely, but he has to be very careful. He is so he is so scared right now. Alchemist goes down the mid lane once again as Invoker, or rather Kunkka, gets paid for, or pays for that with his life, but no favorable trade in favor of Fnatic. Sorry for missing the kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Mushi.
attack.
Standoff with MP.
Not going anywhere.
Shackle there as well. MP, there's no way out.
My heart no longer beats.
That is a good rotation coming out from Ohio. The first rotation that he did, by the way. Giving that Faceless Void a little bit of breathing space. People coming back in the mid lane helping out QO. I mean, if you have an Alchemist farmer, you need to make sure that he actually farms fairly decently. And with Alchemist dying twice, he really doesn't have a lot. Like, he is very poor. Sitting on 200 gold. Dying twice within 6 minutes is very painful for an Alchemist. But he can farm very fast, so if they stack up some camps perhaps for him, he will be able to catch up. It's one of those heroes that actually can catch up fairly easily. Torrent coming out will hit on the OD, but it's just an OD. Why did they rotate lanes? Nature's Prophet went into the jungle, giving Kunkka some farm up top. I actually really like that, because Nature's Prophet is doing okay. He can farm in the jungle. And Kunkka just wants some levels. He wants to have that boat. Soaring now for the Clinks as well. Curious if he's gonna go for the minus armor build. Soaring into Medallion perhaps. And also Mushi giving way for someone else to take over his lane. Nature's Prophet. What? Are you going for this? It's just a Witch Doctor. Cold Snap into the Sprout. He tosses out the cast, but it doesn't matter. TP and whoa! What?
Feel nature's
Okay.
The darkness. No match for
Welcome to the middle lane.
But then, who
Babby in a lot of trouble as well.
Dire's
Mushi
middle
will be
tower
able
is under
to
attack.
first get Mushi went for that guy, guys. Why did he hit the Treant? Well, that's a shame. Well, they got the Treant.
Dire's
At
middle
least
tower
something.
is under attack.
OD sitting in the
Dire's
trees.
structures
No
are
one that needs to get out.
fortified.
This is a nice stack for this Alchemist. Should be able to catch up. Pink comes out though. Clinks is aware this is happening, and on the side of Fnatic though, they don't really have someone that can really farm those
I
ancients
sprouted
very
new.
well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Almost level 6 on DJ. It looks like MVP is slightly struggling though. They need to rely
Dire's
on
middle
Alchemy
tower
catching
is
up.
under attack.
They have Chronosphere. Is a good help, which is a big help actually.
You wish.
But generally the Chronosphere sets up for something more, sets up for something else.
Dire's
Oh
top
my god,
tower
that's a
is
solo
under
pickup.
attack.
One more hit. No. Gets disarmed by Fabi. Very nicely placed. Dusted up there as well. Do they have enough damage? Fortune's End is there to hold him in position for a little while longer. Does have some help there. Will get healed up by the Oracle as well, but the Chronosphere comes out. Is there someone to finish him off? No. Yes. No. Oh, that
Dire's
actually...
middle tower is under attack.
It heals him up so much. He is able to live for the moment. He doesn't have an escape. There's 6 charges in 6 seconds. Yes, he does. Or six charges rather. One more hit needed. No, he makes it out alive. Dubu looking for it, but one more hit
Dire's
needed, and
top
Mushi already
tower
ate
is
himself
under
another
attack.
creep, and that is another kill going the way of Fnatic. Because in the meantime, Invoker was able to pick up the Outworld Devourer on the other side of the fight. And the Oracle still died to the Nature's Prophet as well. Alchemist lived though. I want to point that out. Everything started to try and save the Alchemist.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He lived. So good for him.
Dire's middle tower has
Worth
fallen.
it? Not so sure.
Dire's structures
Chronosphere
are
used at this point. You want to use your Chronosphere for
Dire's
something
top
else. And
tower
to
is
be
under
honest, I mean, the
attack.
Purifying Flames really worked against MVP in this fight because it just... Yeah, okay, it did some burst damage on the Clinks, but it kept healing him up afterwards more than it actually helped him. The Purifying Flames was exactly why the Faces Void couldn't finish him off in the Chronosphere, so that was a bit unfortunate there for the side of MVP. And you can see them struggling, you can see that they know that they need to be active and make things happen and trying to get that Alchemist up to par, but at this point it looks like Fnatic's lineup is just online so much earlier and there's really not that much that MVP can do. They did place a
Dire's
sentry up
bottom
on the high
tower
ground,
is
making
under
sure
attack.
that if Mushi shows up again, that they can actually do something. By the way, this experience is now shared, of course. Tornado picking up Cold Snap up on QO as well. Do they have enough damage to take him down? The Sprout comes out as well, and Alchemist will drop this time.
You've gone green.
Sentry Ward or not, if everybody of the Fnatic team is here,
Dire's
there's
bottom
very
tower
little
is
Phoenix
under
can do.
attack. Radiant's
They'll
top
have
tower is
their-
under attack.
Oh, like 3 of their big creeps just taken out by Fnatic. A lot of gold lost that the Alchemist could really use. He
Radiant's top
has
tower
an
is
armor
under
though.
attack.
That's something. Every little bit helps. Every little bit matters.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The OD has level 6 right now, but this is where it starts to be problematic when oh, okay, not dive towers right now. Whoa, there is a Chronosphere, but for Ab, he's gonna get dropped all the time, and the boat just falls on his head and kills him. Okay. Shouldn't have rotated towards the bottom lane on hindsight. Even it's just a save. It was just attempted to save a Witch Doctor. He can't do that by himself. Doctor doesn't have an ultimate. Like, if you're thinking about what a Faces Void Chronosphere
Dire's
can set
top
up for,
tower is under attack.
sure, Death Ward is one of them.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
But other than that, there's not that much. Apart from right clicks from people, and maybe an acid spray as well. So it's a bit of a weird rotation that he went for there. Feels like MVP.Phoenix are slightly outclassed in this matchup, but perhaps now that their aggressive tri-lane didn't work, they're not really sure what to do with their lineup or how to make this work, as Klinks is on the hunt once again. See if he shouldn't be able to kill Fabi. Fabi can disarm
Dire's
him.
bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, cold snap. Meantime, OD gets picked off by a Shadow Shaman, tri-lane on top. As this Witch Doctor is in a lot of trouble as well. The Chronosphere, maybe they can get Mushi. The Tornado comes out though, buying Mushi some time. Mushi trying to get out but gets bashed. Fortune's End is there again, healing him up once more. Another Sword comes out. Do they have
Dire's
enough
bottom
damage? They
tower
probably teleports
is
in.
under
No,
attack.
cancels it. And there's no more sentry. And Mushi is fine and healed up because of that Fortune's End level 3. Oh, Fabi.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I'm not sure if he would have died without that Fortune's End, but it definitely
Dire's
still did have.
bottom
Obviously,
tower
there's,
is under attack.
again, the burst damage is really nice. But I'm not sure if that's, worth it at all to try and use it with the risk of healing people up, because this is the second time that I feel like Klink's away because he got healed up. But it is 3 heroes on the side of Fnatic that are highest up on net worth. You can see it. It's a bit sad, really. It's a bit sad, really. I'm really thinking what they can do to catch up, right? I mean, you got an Alchemist. I already pointed out earlier that an Alchemist is one of those heroes that can always catch up. But it needs to get farm. The downside is, if the OD doesn't get farm, he'll be even more useless.
Well got.
And so you gotta look at it like this. You've got a limited amount of farm available on the map because all the lanes are pushed out and map control is not in favor of MVP.Phoenix. So they got their own jungle mostly, and this jungle camp here as well. And then they got 5 heroes that potentially want farm. Disregard Oracle, because she won't get any farm. You know that. Witch Doctor
Dire's bottom
wanted to get level
has
6.
fallen.
Wait a second, we might have... No, she's fine. It's a tower going down. X mark.
So safe harbor, eh?
I was actually trying to go for this still. Question. Hex on the creeping stack. Doesn't matter. Shackle is still there up on the Alchemist. In the meantime, Chronosphere locks in Ohio. The tornado gets the Faces Void out. Still, QO ends up going down. Dubu trying to walk away from this one as MP is not going to be able to make it out because he was crowded up and killed off an X mark just in case he was able to move away from that, or at least looked like an X mark the spot.
Dire's middle tower is
But
under
okay,
attack.
Servers of Farm, let's look at it objectively. Witch Doctor, the only reason he took that camp just now was because he needed level 6. He's level 6 right now. You can make things happen with that. If you catch one person in the Chronosphere and there's nobody else around, you got yourself the Chronosphere, you got the Witch Doctor with his ultimate, and hopefully like one extra person to help out. 3 people on one. Should be able to do that. Should be able to kill that. Prefer one of the top 3 so that you can get yourself that nice amount of gold. So then you got the Faces Void, and the Alchemist, and the OD, who all need farm. I feel like at this point you might start to give up on giving the OD farm because he needs a lot to be able to catch up, and Alchemist just can use the farm better. Alchemist is able to get more out of the small amount of farming opportunity that they have, and it looks like that is exactly what they're doing. They're letting Alchemist farm the jungle. It's got 2.1k gold, maybe a Radiance can save them. Hello, Courier, careful. They know it's there.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Dead. And yes, you saw that correctly. There is a Desolator on Mushi. I haven't really looked at items that much, but it should be obvious that the items on item progression on Fnatic is quite a bit ahead compared to that of MVP.Phoenix. You got yourself a support with an Ether Lens. You got already the Yules. Ether Lens on the Kunkka as well. It is quite rough to see that if you are a MVP.Phoenix fan, as Witch Doctor and Alchemist go down on the top lane. Well, and looks like we have a Faces Void go down here too, perhaps. Oh, he gets saved for the moment, or at least get borrowed time. False promise. He'll still die because there's just too much damage coming out, and Febby also shouldn't be able to make it out here. X mark coming out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Will also die. I feel like this is this is the end of it, guys. There should not be.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Fnatic should not be able to throw this lead away. I feel like it is their game to lose. If MVP.Phoenix is able to make a comeback, it would be mostly because Fnatic played bad for the last part of the game, for the next part of the game. They don't look like they are willing to give up the lead that they've gathered. 2,900 gold. Gold for the Alchemist. And they might have any smoke. Are you gonna try and chase it? Nah. They would. They would indeed. They have it. They have the ward up here, so they see them coming. Alchemist goes for the stun, but invoke was already invisible before it actually hits. Nice attempt though.
My just reward.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Rough game, rough game. As long as the Rex aren't down, they still have a chance. There's an Alchemist, there's always a chance. We've all been there. We've all played those games. Just have to drag the game out. Now, we talked about that counter push during the draft already because we saw that there's going to be heavy push coming out from Fnatic. And after they realized that they needed counter push, they picked up an OD as well as an Alchemist. Now, OD not that great in terms of counter push, but Alchemist definitely great. The problem is Alchemist needs to be everywhere. And he can't be too much on the front lines because he'll get picked off. It's so tricky. Well, so far he's being left alone. Looks like Fnatic just wants to try out to go out in the mid lane. X-Mark, blink forward, looking for a kill. We'll get X-Mark back again soon, but does some damage to Forever nonetheless.
Dire's structures
Meantime,
are fortified.
Tower is already under siege here. MVP.Phoenix. 3600 gold up on their Alchemist. Oh, I think me one kind of missed the memo there. That he was supposed to go in. Actually hit this tower with the X mark. But you can see how careful Fnatic is playing it. They're very far ahead and they know they are. But they also know that one mistake could cost them the game if they play it wrong and give the goal to the Alchemist. Swings forward, goes for the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor dead, dominating already. Goes for QO as well. Gets X mark back. QO saved. Barely. Healed up again as well. Now the wards come out. Now
middle tower has fallen.
the siege continues real good. The melee racks already going down here. There's really no saving them.
Dire's middle
Then he tries to kill off the wards. Some extra farm there. That's actually not that bad. But the lane of racks is already down.
Barracks has fallen.
Fnatic got that they came for. They back off. And it will be bottom lane next. Everybody apart from Nature's Prophet will continue to that bottom lane. Nature's Prophet can be here anytime he wants. Just went into the jungle to push the wave out and get some farm at the same time. Clinks, what are you doing there? Guts the Witch Doctor again. And X-Mark got cancelled, but he's invisible and they do not have detection. That's where the detection was, and he was standing on the side. Up. Poor Witch Doctor. That's a nice way of dealing with the X-Mark though. You can make sure that he gets stuck in the base, but... oh. Game is very difficult. Another X-Mark. Where did he go? The Hex is there. In comes a Chronosphere. Maybe they can make sure that the Shadow Shaman, that could be a nice one to kill off, but Forev getting silenced up. And it is Net that is still alive. Now he'll end up going down. Oracle with the last hit. The third kill on the board on the side of MVP.Phoenix. And QO actually lived. With 5k gold in his pocket. You might be wondering, why does he have 5k gold in his pocket? It's because he can't go to the secret shop. Anywhere the courier goes, it will get scouted out. You can't really go for a mission impossible there. So they have to wait for Fnatic to leave them alone a bit. Or he has to go for a different item. That he does need to go to the base with. Out of the base for, rather.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It does look like Fnatic kinda is giving MVP.Phoenix a bit of a breather. Never mind. It was Final Hope. Did you just make a yeah, it did make an escape. Radiance is there,
Is under attack.
Tower under siege. We'll go down before the fight actually starts. Let's see if this Radiance makes something happen. Let's see if they can actually make something happen here. This is supposed to be the magic item for MVP.Phoenix. Oh, hello. Okay, Oracle. Oh, this is such a sad Oracle.
Lie fallow in your grave.
And this is why I do not let an Outworld Devourer on the offlane. X mark. Goes for the Rex, gets disarmed. And without the OD there, they can't keep him in the base to try and kill him off.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
NATO, only picking up the Witch Doctor. That's almost kill him together with the EMP though.
Dire's
Oh,
top
they're going
tower
in, they're
is under
diving in.
attack.
Febby trying to stop Min 1 from going for him. Here comes Icewill, a couple more right clicks needed. Febby will end up going down there. First death. Cat's getting thrown out, but that's all that Dubu can do because then he'll end up going down. Maybe they can kill off Net at least. No, they can't do that either. The boat comes in, the GG is called. MVP.Phoenix.
Dire's bottom
Oh,
barracks
I
are under
haven't seen
attack.
them getting crushed in
Dire's
a while.
bottom barracks has fallen.
This was
Victory.
definitely very painful. And to be honest, it just felt like they just were not comfortable with their draft. So I hope for them that they can make something happen in the next game that just makes them more comfortable with that draft, makes them able to actually execute the game plan that they want, because they were not able to.